So overall, just to realize that this thing could have been like an investigation happening in San Diego, simply because of due to like whatever reason these special agents felt the need to even wiretap me or like do different things and then relay behind my back to my employer and then like my family and then like reach out to like the public itself. So the minute they took up the investigation outside of the federal setting and they kind of exposed it into the public on purpose, the consequences that unfolded were dire. So I would not be surprised if any of the simply because of how the information leaked into Europe, so in Rio, I already had attention in terms of like the hostel, even the hotel, and stuff like that. I already had attention from there. And then just to see that the information somewhat leaked from Rio de Janeiro and leaked into Europe, where the amplification became worse simply because of the ties to the large land masses in relation to the Islamic Empire. So they did that on purpose to put out the information on purpose, and in the end, whatever these individuals did, it directly they are directly connected to those connections in terms of not just it's they keep on saying special agents, they're some of the most badass individual, whatever. But I can't really call it that simply because of the fact that those individuals started off an investigation which was supposed to be clean and professional and unknown unto a desperate measure where they had to win no matter what. So they went through my online history and tried to utilize my online opinions against me and tried to stir up the population itself or even excite them while continuously creating a false melancholy to poison the people's mind into get them faded away from real justice and real real systems and to be able to cut corners, very in a very dirty way. And overall it's just phenomenal to see that I refer to it as snake venom simply because of the fact that these individuals tend to try to bring out the worst out of that person overall. So what they'll do is they'll resort to I wouldn't say bullying tactics, but they'll resort to certain things in terms of whatever it was that they saw on my medical profile, things like that could actually try to trigger me. They'll purposely go off to try to exploit that, kind of like that. So they'll purposely go off and try to exploit that, and that just to be as annoying as possible and drive that target into the edge. And that shows you the just like what I was talking about in terms of Lucifer and his tongue. That shows you how twisted these individuals are within the U.S. Where they actually twist certain individuals, snake venom. They push them into a dark corner until they inject their venom out of self-defense, and they use that. Then they use that venom. Once it poisons other people, out of that reaction, that person goes off to self-harm or even hurt other people, or even conduct violence or other things. They use that venom against that person, just to try to showcase that the individuals there is actually more dangerous than they are supposed to be. So in my case, I just took a vacation. I was supposed to simply be on a break. Where overall, what these people continuously did was try to use the snake venom psychology on me and try to build a case up from then. So they didn't have nothing. So they just kept on doing it, kept on going, and they're doing this from the government itself. So the network from within the Navy, and overall, it's just disgusting to even see that the U.S. Navy is taking part of so many mass murders overseas and within the United States, all while trying to use me as a cover or a topic to cover up their crimes in the process. Once I resigned from that job, that should have been it. No more contact, nothing. Once I left the state, that should have been it. Maybe the investigation should just stay there, do their thing in silent. But because it seems that somehow across state line or something like that, they decided to go to an unorthodox method and spread the news around or even gossip. And the sad part about it is that I'm legitimate, but in the process, I don't really take pride or even like I don't even really take advantage of what I have, or like even like try to like prioritize it. It's just like it's just something that just came along. I like that was the last thing on my mind, like the list thing. And then they try to use, simply because of the fact that it's government funded, that they try to like compare it to like welfare, or even like try to compare it to like other people who are struggling within the U.S., and try to like use my image in the mean to like try to like even put me in a fraud position. And it's pretty disgusting to even be in that seat, simply because of the fact that it's a compensation which I never really even focused on. And I was like, I don't even need to explain myself on that part. It's just to see that that the U.S. Navy did everything in its power to try to drive me insane and make me unemployable. Drive me to become irritated on purpose. That snake venom shit that they pull on you. Just to see that I'm at a point where like none of this is supposed to even matter. Like that's just supposed to be something that I'm not even supposed to look at, like something that was supposed to be left behind. Like it's just like you get a C in class, and you just forget about it. And then out of nowhere, you get this agency tied to the U.S. government, the U.S. Navy, from that naval base San Diego, purposely taking that C and try to like amplify it constantly to try to create a reaction, simply because apparently it's now somewhat illegal, or even you become an outcast for just having a C or something like that. So in the end, it's just individuals tied to work. Everything wrong in the workplace in terms of ethics. Power is being abused from within the U.S. Navy. Nobody on that workplace should even know my business. Nobody in America itself should